Howdy YouTubers, welcome to week 61, or what would be my 14-month update. This episode is dedicated to all the haters. I'm going to read some comments that were posted to my profile. Somebody said, "I don't understand. You rather put a knife into your body and go through such a big procedure than go and work out and be motivated. If you don't clean up emotionally, you can put on the weight even with surgery. Like you said, after 8 or 10 years, surgery will give other problems like loose skin, etc., because you're losing weight so fast after surgery." Same person posted again, "Hope no one else is motivated to do surgery after seeing your videos. You took a wrong decision and now making other people think that it is good too. Have you seen Biggest Loser? People got eliminated in the first round, also went home and lost weight. Think you're so weak that you just gave up and took the easy route. Shame on you." And they posted another comment. "Surgery is not a solution for anything. It just says you're a lazy ass. I have the same muffin top like you, even worse. I'm trying to do everything to lose weight in a healthy way. I have a family and a child and make it a point to lose weight. You don't have a family too and still went for surgery. You are a lazy ass. Please don't motivate anyone else to take such a wrong decision in life. Please, I am begging you." Okay, first off, I don't really, and I hope no one has took it this way, I'm not out here telling everybody to get surgery. I'm explaining my process of what I've been through. If anything, I've told people that they really need to work on what's in here and what's in here before getting surgery. I'm not a lazy ass. I have exercised. I have lost weight. From the time I was 8 until the time I got the surgery when I was 27, I had times when I was down 40 pounds, up 60, down 20, up 80, down 40. So the problem wasn't losing weight. The problem is not that I was inactive and lazy. So it's bothersome that someone makes comments, not really knowing me, but whatever. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But the thing is, I got surgery because I felt absolutely defeated after losing weight and gaining it back so many times. But I equipped myself by going to therapy for 3 years before surgery, and I'm still in therapy now. I don't go as often, but I definitely keep an eye on the emotional aspect of it, because that is why I gained as much weight as I did. Not because I was a lazy ass, because I had an emotional addiction to food. I will probably always have that. I've seen it come and go throughout the course of the 20 years that I've battled with my weight. Sometimes it wins, sometimes I win, but I feel like, learning as much as I can about myself, being more spiritual, learning about nutrition, I'm really doing what I can, and this surgery was a tool to help me get to where I needed to be. It didn't do all the work for me, and nor will it do all the work for me in the future. I still have to do my own work. So I wrote her a letter, him or her a letter, trying to explain, I'm not encouraging to do people to get surgery, blah, 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 blah. She wrote back another nasty letter. So I wrote back again saying, blah, 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 just, trying to be nice about it. And she wrote back again another letter. So I'm like, what? It's just completely pointless. It's really bad to judge people if you haven't been in their situation. In the past, I always thought, I can do this by myself. I don't need surgery. I don't need surgery. Those people that get surgery, they're taking the easy way out. And I got to this point where I'm like, what? I just can't do this anymore. I've tried so hard so many times. I really need help. And I kind of felt bad from a spiritual standpoint, thinking that I was, and I've mentioned this before, thinking that I was mutilating the body that I was given by God. And I felt a little bit better about it after having surgery, because I thought, the damage I was doing with the food is much worse than having half of my stomach removed. And also I've heard a lot of people say recently that the knowledge that surgeons have is the way that God heals people now. So to say that, what I did was the easy way out, or it was evil or wrong, or I'm lazy, or all those sort of things, it's just ridiculous. If someone jumps into getting surgery after never trying to lose weight, yes, it's probably not a good idea. But, if you've tried as hard as you can, you've done lots of different things, you've worked on yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and you use this as a tool to help you, then awesome. That's what surgery is for. The reason I post these videos is because it was very helpful to me, having a reference point of somebody else that had already been through certain things. So that's what I'm here for. I've had other haters recently. I've had a problem with my boss at work. I am a substance abuse counselor, and I know for a fact that at both the companies I work at, I have the highest show rate. Because the thing is, if somebody doesn't show up, I don't get paid. I know at both companies I have the highest show rate. And a new boss came in. She's like the supervisor of my supervisor, and she stopped sending clients to me saying that I didn't know how to engage people. And that really bothered me. And then another time she said, didn't you get any kind of training in college? And my actual supervisor, who knows me because this woman doesn't know me, wasn't backing her up, and she got really upset, and she actually grabbed all her stuff off the table from our meeting and slammed the door on our way out. And I just stood my ground, and 2 weeks later she started giving me clients again. I have also had a lot of problems with the city that I live in, with my house. They actually had approved it for demolition, and it's just ridiculous because I bought a house that was on the demolition list. I did all this crazy work to fix it up, and then the mayor and city council voted to have it demolished without ever even coming to look at it, even though the city inspector told them that it was fine and they should remove it for the demo list. In the meantime, all that's been cleared up, and hopefully I don't wake up one day and my house has been demolished. But so anyways, this video is kind of dedicated to the haters, and I want people to keep in mind there's always going to be somebody out there that has something to say about what you're doing. There's always going to be somebody out there to discourage you. There's always going to be somebody to tell you that you can't do it. Don't listen to them. If you have your mindset on something and you want to do something, you can do it. Find people that are supportive in your life. If you meet 100 people, 99 of them might be crap, and there's that one good, positive person that's going to encourage you. But ultimately, you are the one that's going to encourage yourself. You have to be your strongest support system. You have to be your number one fan. So, to all my haters, you didn't send me back to the food, and that's what's important to me, is that I'm not eating through my issues. So that's it on that. What else has been going on? I wanted to make a comment. Sky Moon had discussed relationships after weight loss surgery. Another thing about doing things on your own or for yourself, I'm not saying that you should be selfish and do me, but you got to check what your motivations are for certain things. If somebody out there is going to get weight loss surgery or plastic surgery in hopes that somebody will be more attracted to them, or their mate will pay more attention or find them more sexually attractive, or all those sort of things, make sure that that's what you want and that's what you want to do, because you might fix all this stuff about you and then that person finds some other thing to complain about. People, like I said, people are always going to have something negative to say about what you're doing, so make sure what you're doing makes you happy, and then in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Hopefully you can find people in your life that will go along with your goals and are happy for what you're happy for. Lastly, on the eating side of it, at 14 months out, for some strange reason, I've actually found that I feel a little bit more restrictive in my eating right now. A couple times in the last week, it actually hurt after I finished eating, and I don't really know why, because I've been eating a little bit less, like smaller portion size. I'm thinking maybe because when I was really busy working on one of the houses, for a few days I wasn't eating as much, and I think maybe my stomach shrunk down a teeny bit. But so I don't know what's up with that. But like I said, my restriction seems like it came back a little bit stronger. Biggest thing I struggle with right now is not drinking water while I eat, because either one, if I drink while I'm eating, I can eat more. If I drink right after I eat, sometimes it can create a little bit of fullness that hurts. I had mentioned in my last video I'd been feeling very tired, so I was thinking about getting blood work. I haven't been able to do that yet. I think I'm going to go to Mexico at the end of this month. My boyfriend's brother is getting married, so we're going to go down there. I think I'm going to actually have my blood work done there because it's going to be quite a bit cheaper. But I've actually been feeling better, and what I did was I started eating more carbohydrates. And I'd mentioned before that I'm doing an online nutrition program to get certified in nutrition, and there's a CD that they sent, and the guy is saying on the CD that actually there's a lot of downsides of high protein diets that people don't really realize, and that if you find yourself feeling kind of drained and you have less energy, that maybe you should increase your carbs. And I actually increased my carbs before I heard this, and it actually has made a difference. I've been able to stay up later at night. I'm able to do a little bit more physical work without getting tired. I feel a little bit more back to normal. I'm definitely still going to get my blood work, but as far as my weight, I'm bouncing between 144.5 and 147.5, so a 3-pound range. I think increasing my carbs and maybe the amount of food that I eat might have made it go up a little bit. I'm more gravitating towards the higher end of that, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Occasionally I feel like I'm getting bigger, but I know I'm not, and people have actually mentioned once in a while that I look like I'm getting smaller, and if I look at a video from a month ago or 2 months ago, I do see that even though I'm not changing in weight, I'm still changing in how I look a little bit. I'm coming up at the end, so I do thank you all for watching, and you have an excellent weekend. Bye-bye.